Hey guys, it's StarrySky and welcome to this electric DPS video. Now this electric DPS video I'm going to be showing you my range raid loadout and then show you the PowerPoints and then walk you through the loadout and rotation so you can get an idea of what to do. Now the best weapon for this is, personally I recommend Hand Blaster, since it's an AoE weapon. Since Solar Flare now is an AoE weapon, it's good damage even if you have like 1k or 1.1k precision. So the best build for this is personally I recommend using like might and precision in your raid sockets, just not going full might. So anyway, let's get to the PowerPoints. So straight to the voltage tree, and I have PowerPoints in Tesla Blast, Wired, Bioelectric Surge, Electrogenesis, and the Amperage tree I have Repulse, Attract, Overcharge, Electrostatic Bomb, and Electrocute. And the iconics, I have Weapons Expert, Tactical Genius, Robot Psychic, Wisdom of Solomon, Nanoweave Armor, and Power Resistance. Now as you can see I have a lot of PowerPoints left over since I only needed to get the skills in the two trees. So I pretty much put them in these iconics to just increase my stats, and this one just so we can get some extra vitalization. So as much as I'll be doing my weapon combos, I try and get some extra power regen. It's minimal, but still anything we can get is always good. So now to the loadout. Okay, so the loadout from left to right is Electrogenesis, Overcharge, Electrostatic Bomb, Electrocute, Wired, and Robot Psychic. Now the reason for this loadout is primarily either going to be a single target dot if there's only one, or if there's two dots it's 2 damage over times, and it does a nice damage as well. Overcharge. Now for people who don't know what Overcharge exactly does, as it said, strikes an enemy with a large electric blast, causing additional attacks to charge them until they explode. It's pretty much use Overcharge, keep attacking, and also keep using Overcharge, and it will build up an attack on it. You'll see the power interaction, and then after probably about 2 or 3 overcharges it will explode, and anything within the close proximity of the thing you're attacking, it will do about 6 or 7 close range might attacks, and it will hit everything in that close area. So if there's like 4 or 5 clumped up pads, when the target explodes everything will get hit for like 7 might ticks all at one go. It's a lot of damage just for using an overcharge. Electrostatic Bomb, good single target damage, plus also in the area effect of it does 5 ticks of might. Now these ticks don't split, so they can hit anything from like 50, 80, maybe if you get a crit of like 100. So this is really good single target plus an AoE dot. Electrocute. Now this is our big AoE damage over time, and this is where the area effects of Wired will come in handy. And then Robot Psychic is pretty much just going to be our constant damage on anything we are targeting. So a Robot Psychic could do a lot of damage throughout a whole raid. So okay, now to the rotation. We want to do Electrogenesis, clipped with Wired. They roughly have the same cooldown time, and I mean roughly Electrogenesis will just finish before Wired, probably like about a second or 2, so it's not too much between them. So we want to do Electrogenesis, clipped with Wired. And this is where I say a Hand Blaster is probably the best weapon for it for, because since you'll be using Solar Flare, which is a whole tap range, you're going to be clipping it with a power. And this is also where Wired will come into effect, because Wired imbues people's and 3 others members with weapons attacks that power of electricity to increase the chance of causing more damage. But the power interaction for it is each hit on an enemy has a chance to electrify it, making them vulnerable to electrified attacks. So instead of just using like one-handed or something, can hit 1 target at a time, we will be using Hand Blasters, Solar Flare, which is a AoE, and which will make Wired chance of electrifying things an AoE effect, so we have more chance of electrifying more targets before we pop Electrocute. So if you see what I mean, it kind of goes in the whole rotation. Plus Wired also gives us a 10% crit ability and weapon damage. So we go Electrogenesis, clipped of wired, straight into Electrocute, giving Electrocute that extra 10% chance to crit. This is our big primary damage over time AoE effect. And then we would do, so now we have like our 2 dots going. We would do hold and tap range clipped with overcharge on hand blasters, and then we do another hold and tap range and clip it with electrostatic bomb. And we keep repeating this until the cooldown of Electrogenesis and Wide has finished. So then, because basically while they're on cooldown, we want to charge up overcharge. So literally, it'd be overcharge, electrostatic bomb, overcharge, electrostatic bomb, charging the overcharge up to make it explode to do those high amount of close range might ticks. So this is a really good for AoE and single targets. Okay, so let's get to the rotation itself on the training dummies. As you can see on the left hand side of my screen, I even have the window opened up so you can see the damage for yourself. So let's get a stat increase trinket, might 1. Now our robot psychic is going to be constant damage over time as well, so and we're using the hand blaster, so it's going to be hand blaster, as you can see, with the cooldown time of the overcharge and electrostatic bomb, it pretty much goes in correlation with the others. Since we've done that a few times, the cooldowns of Electrogenesis and Wired would have just finished with them to pop it again. As you can see by the damage, it's a lot of fast damage. And you saw that big explosion there? That's the effect of overcharge. See it? And Electrogenesis is roughly finished. See that effect on it? That's overcharged. And that kind of this explosion there, that's the overcharged explosion. So that's what we want to try and be doing in between Electrogenesis, clipped of wired into Electrocute, and then we do overcharge, electrostatic bomb, overcharge, electrostatic bomb, using those powers to clip our weapon combos. As you can see what it's roughly doing. A lot of high, fast damage. Plus from Robot Psychic constantly doing damage just for free. So once again, let's go for the rotation. It's going to be hand blasters, solar flare, Electrogenesis, wired. Oops. Wow. It wasn't meant to be like that, I completely messed it up, so let's wait for the cooldown and we'll go through it again. But as you can see, if Robot Psychic is doing damage of like 39, 70, 123, and it does a big attack of 400. Now if you constantly got this over a whole raid, it's going to add up to like a couple of 100,000 just for free, just for having it summoned. Plus also, with the mechanics of the game, NPCs would rather attack the Robot Psychic than you. So it's also like a free aggro dump away from your character. Also, for people who go, oh, how can we not use a phase dodge for? I want to try and make this loadout user-friendly as much as possible. As you can see, the cast times for Electric really aren't that long, so you don't really need to use phase dodge in this loadout. So we've done that about 3 times, and then Electrogenesis on Wired are ready to be used again. I got a lot of fast damage and high impact, making this an ideal loadout for range. So just to prove it, right, we can go move all the way back to, let's go range, so about here we want to be. And let's pop a trinket again and we can do the loadout. Well, I would have if I had actually enough power to do it. So let's pop a soda. And wait for wired and electro. Wired and Electrogenesis to finish. Come on, train dummies, give me some power. They don't really want to give me any power, do they? Come on, power please. As you can see, with the whole rotation. There you go. That quick successive amount of damage was overcharged doing. So guys, give this loadout a try and let me know what you think. As always, thank you for watching this and subbing. Let me know how this works out for you, if there's any things that you would like to give advice on, any tips. So anyway guys, until next time, I'll see you then.
Beware my power. Green Lantern's light!